Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we have got another ThreeZero product. We have got Lord Drakkon from Power Rangers. I'm so far I've been really impressed with this line, and I'm excited to tear into this. It's Lord Drakkon. Come on. So as you can see, we've got it. When it got shipped to me, it was shipped in a double box. Like it was in another brown box, and then now we've got the plastic over top of this because these do actually have window boxes and everything. So let's just pull it on out and give it a twirl. Let's look at what we got going for us. So like I said, these do have window boxes once you get past that thing there, and oh man, look at that! Look at that shield on him. Oh. Let's go ahead and set this guy here, give us a quick twirl here, and just look at this box art, because this box art on these are amazing. I'm really enjoying these ThreeZeros. I haven't gotten into this line before, but these ones are selling me to want to explore what else they have to offer on their line. The only downside is they don't come with stands. That's the only downside. I don't know if that's every ThreeZero product or just these Power Rangers, but you can pick up stands for cheap. So let's go ahead and pull him out and take a look at what we're actually working with here. So pulling straight out of the package, you can see that, not only do we have him enclosed in a little double thing here, it's just extra protection. You've got all that extra plastic around him to keep him all nice and everything, and that's great. And what I do like is that even on the accessories, like here on this dragon dagger that he comes with, because he comes with the hands, the dragon dagger, and he comes with Saba right there and everything, and everything in there is just nice and protected. So it's really nice, and then of course you've got your get your moisture out packet in there. So let's go ahead and pull him out and look at him. Pulling him out and everything, he has a plastic piece right here. There's no kind of zip ties or anything holding him down, but you got that plastic piece that goes over his chest and everything, keeping that dragon shield real nice and everything. You've got plastic over top of his head there, arm, foot, other arm, and then you've got plastic protecting your hands and your feet there. And to take these off, you're just going to pop these off and just pull that off and everything. But oh man, he looks great. I was not expecting him to look this great. I am really gonna enjoy this and everything. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this plastic off, get the accessories out, and get a good look at him. Just in case you were curious about what I was talking about, I mean, you've got the ball peg, so it just pops off pretty easy and everything, and then that just, same thing with the hands, you pull those out, they're a little bit tighter in there, but not too much, and you're just gonna pull those hands right on out of there. Pull this ball out, set him down here, pull that extra ball out, or just rip it off, either way. But yeah, be right back. And there we have him. He is looking amazing. We pulled out that dragon dagger, we pulled out Sabo with him and everything. This stand, I ordered him from BBTS, Big Bad Toy Store, and they have these 6-scale stands. They're just cheap, basic stands and everything, and they're I don't know, I think it was $5 or $6. And it comes with the little groin attachment, then it also comes with the hip grab attachment and everything, so you can put whichever one you want on him. Or you can go down to an Ollie's or a Hobby Lobby or something, they usually have some kind of dial stands, or just get a Kaiser stand, whatever suits your method. Or, if you just want to pose them without the stand, more power to you. But we just sat him on there real quick and everything so we could get him on a little spin looking at him. He does look great. Now let's get a good measurement here. At the top there, we're looking at a solid 13 inches to the top of his little horns on his helmet and everything. Solid 13 inches. So he's a good size figure, for 6 scale even. He's gonna pose great with the rest of everybody. the detail that they put into these things is pretty great. Let's see if we want to focus in here and not in the background. There we go. Like, you know, you've got your Green Ranger emblems. Like, you've got all of your little flute and trumpet, like, you know, buttons and holes and whatnot. Like, pretty nice detail on there. Now we've got 2 of these dragon daggers because we've got the Green Ranger. Saba looks awesome, and he's pointy. Ooh, that is really pointy. Let's see here if we can. We've got the White Ranger crest. It is legit Saba. We've got the face on it and everything. Now, the one thing that I did notice I was a little bit disappointed by, but it's not really a big deal, is that this is a little bit loose, like in there. The blade is a separate piece, and it does move back and forth a little bit. It's going to look great on your display. Like, you know, you're not, and like, you know, like I said, it's pointy. It does feel a little bit on the cheap side. You could hear that, like just that little cheap plastic, but it looks great, and that's really what we're looking for. Is just like, does it look great? Is it gonna break when I like fucking drop it? You know, like, and like it's not gonna snap on you when you drop it. It's gonna look good on him, and that's what we want. Moving on to the figure himself. Let's go ahead and pop that off. Move you down. First things first, we want to take a look right here. See if we can get a good view of that right there. Great little piece there. Like, you know, that's what it's all about, is the morpher and everything. Having that detail on there is great. The only thing that I'm a little bit disappointed in is that it seems like there's a little bit of scuffage missing on the top there, and I'm chalking that up to, you know, like, by the time you become Lord Drakkon, you've been around for a bit, you know, like, little scuffage, like, you know, little battle damage, whatever, ain't no biggie in my book. He looks great. His joints are movable but not loose. Let's go ahead, pull this back out. We're going to move on to looking towards the top here. Bear with me, I'm working with a new stand here, trying to deliver a little bit better videos here. So let's see if we can move in here. We'll just do it this way. This dragon shield on him, like, that is the first thing that caught my eye when I started looking through him. He looks great. It is, like, this video's not even doing him justice on it. Like, I'm watching the screen and it just looks so much better in person. It really does. There are a few minor nitpicks and everything. Like, you can see, like, a little bit of, like, where, like, the different plastics are, like, meeting and everything. But that's, like, something that, like, when you, like, get up close to him that you notice. When you back up and everything, you're not noticing that much, unless you're specifically looking for it, you know. But this, for the price range on these, like, 6 scales, like, they are not bad at all. Like, they are so great. You can move around, like, his shields and all of his armors and everything. Let's go ahead and get in on this head here. Look at that. Looks great. The only concern I have is that this is a loose, like, kind of flimsy piece here. I'm not a big fan of that. So are these. You can really, like, I feel like they should have went with, like, a kind of a harder plastic for them, so that they kind of stayed the way you want them to. But for what they did with it, he is a great figure. And look at that shine, like, you know, we can see the reflection of our light. like, he's just got this whole shine, like, you know, Mr. Baldhead and everything. Let's go ahead and readjust this. We've got a spot to slide our dragon dagger. I think it's the same belt that the Green Ranger had, honestly. We can slide our Dragon Dagger right up in there. And then we can slide Saba right up in there too. Can we? You would think you would be able to. Because that's what that's supposed to be there for, but unless they just reuse the same thing from the Green Ranger for that Chaos Blade, which is what I'm thinking they did, because Saba's not going to fit in there. Interesting. So, you're not getting Saba in there, but let's be honest, we're going to pose him with the weapons anyway, so not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. It is annoying that they do include that little holster there, and it is slightly annoying that it's just a reused belt from the Green Ranger, but he looks great, and that's what matters. So we're going to back this up. We're going to move this camera over here, and we're going to try to take a good look at the articulation and everything. So we've got, alright, starting with the top and everything. Let's see if we can get the light in here better. Turn on that. So we've got the full range we want with that head. That dragon shield, you can take that off if you wanted to. Lift up his arms and everything and kind of work your way around sliding it up. You could get it off. I wouldn't recommend it because, I mean, that's the whole point of the figure, is having that dragon shield. But you've got great range with everything, and he moves very well, and it seems very easy to move, but like, he's not gonna just drop that arm until I make him drop that arm. And that's really what we're looking for. We want that smooth articulation, and we want to do what we want to do with him and not worry if he's going to just move away on us, you know, just like give us a wave, you know, and he's not gonna wave on his own. Give him a good knock, you can drop that, but just give him a good whack. That's not bad at all, in my opinion. And the fun of having that cloth, trying to get that sit flush and everything while you're moving him around. But you've got that shoulder twist too. The guy just showcased moving that back and everything. You've got that elbow. Seems to be a single jointed. It might be double. I think it is a double. Hard to tell when you can't see the joints, but I think that is a double joint. He is getting good range on that. I'm pretty sure that's a double joint. We have got ab crunch for days. Look at him go. Ab crunch, real nice. Good twist. We can literally do the splits, and like the suit is a little bit stretchy, so you can really get him into those poses. Ooh, let's squeeze. We got that click for the leg too, so he's gonna hold whatever pose you decide to put him in. Oh, and you can feel that right there. He's got a double knee joint. Kick ourselves in the ass real quick. And like we said, we've got the ball pegs for the feet, so you can really mess around with those feet and get them where you want them to. And they're not like loose, they're not tight, so like you can like literally pop them in and out. So it's for hands. He comes with like the relaxed hands and everything like that. And then we've also got this one here. We're getting a lot of backlash from that light and everything, throwing that flash on. Kind of our trigger finger there. We got our great little 2-finger. Set of grip hands. Our jerk-off hands. And then we've got our fists. The fists and the grips come left and right, and then they come with left and right for the finger and the triggery hands. So let's go ahead and mess around with him, throw him in a few poses, show him off, and wrap this up, guys. And there we've got him. And one thing I am already debating on is, am I going to actually put him on the stand or not? Because depending on what pose I go with, depends on if he's actually going to stand on the stand I got for him. I've got a couple different options for that, and you guys can, take different options too. There's plenty of options out there. This one's got that ovally base. I've got some that have like a circly base. I've got some that are pretty much just like this section here and everything without like a big bulky base. So there's different options on what you can do. He looks great. All in all, I give this figure a solid 7.5 out of 10 in my opinion. There's only a few things that they need to really do to step up that game. I feel like his suit should be a little bit more white, because in person it comes off more silvery gray than it does white and everything, and in contrast to how white the helmet is, that's kind of just a little bit much in your face, when you're really looking at him, he's not the Silver Ranger, you know what I mean? And then they need to come with stands. That's one thing they can do to step up their game, is just include some stands, personalized, imagine a Lord Drakkon power coin stand base, and it would be that over the top perfection moment. And then also they don't include any extra of the joints for the hands. So you got the two that are equipped on him, and you've got to pop them out of each hand to switch them out and everything. Now, you don't need to include one with every hand, but you should include an extra one or two, at least two, in my opinion. Because let's be honest, you lose one or something happens to one of those ball joints, what are you gonna do? Almost every toy company uses a slightly different hand joint, so it's tracking down a new one's gonna be a pain. But yeah, Lord Drakkon. Thank you guys.